we are not at Baratie yet. Given the limited time of a single episode, it's more likely that the focus will be on Zoro's past rather than the ship's voyage to Baratie.
This following video contains spoilers that might upset you if you haven't watched this series. It is advised to avoid this video for your protection of not being spoiled. Also, do know that I most certainly do love the anime series and the characters, but sometimes life can be boring at times, so it's best to be a bit cringy at times. So, yeah.
Zoro would seek out to challenge local dojos to a duel at Shimotsuki village, but after going to dojo of Koshido, he faced defeat at the hands of Koshido's daughter Kuina. And, as he promised, he joined the dojo as a student. Despite surpassing his training and defeating the others in the dojo, he remained unable to defeat Kuina. One day, Zoro challenged Kuina to a duel using real swords instead of their shinai. He is defeated for the 2000th time, and she tells Zoro that a woman's limitation will forever prevent her from becoming a truly exceptional swordsman, leaving Zoro upset since she is his goal to defeat one day. Zoro and Kuina made a promise to each other to train like maniacs, and that one day, one of them would become the world's greatest swordsman. Kuina suffered a fatal fall down the flight of stairs. Zoro is sad and upset at this and wants to honor his promise. Koshido entrusted Zoro with Kuina's prized heirloom katana, the Wado Ichimonji, in which he will take with him on his journey to becoming the world's greatest swordsman as a pirate hunter. Or, at least that's what he was, but he's now a pirate. Now back in the present day, Usopp fires the cannon at a distant rock, and he's surprised that he's actually a good sniper. But I mean, he is Usopp's son, so, you know. Oh boy, who are these people? Well, they are none other than Zoro's friends as pirate hunters, one being named Johnny, and the other that is injured is Yosaku. Nami checks on Yosaku and tells them to get lime juice, and she said he has a scurvy disease, which is inadequate nutrition, which is why it's important for pirate crews to have a capable cook to making nutritious meals. Speaking of which, they go to Baratie, and Yosaku is fine. The Marines decide to attack the others as they see them appear to Baratie, but it's fine, because Luffy deflected the cannonball with his rubber body. Okay, maybe it's not fine because it blew a large hole in the roof of Baratie, and injured the head chef. And now he wants Luffy to work as a chore boy for an entire year. Yeah, I think Luffy's going to figure out how to get out of this, because who wants to watch a series of him being a chore boy throughout the series? I sure don't. Full Body, the one who ordered his men to attack the Straw Hats, is annoying because all he is doing is causing problems. This is what a Marine Lieutenant is supposed to act like? Then I do not care for the other Marine Lieutenant. However, I do care for the show chef. That happens to be Sanji, who will soon join the Straw Hats. Plus, he knows how to handle unruly behavior. Not only that, but he also has a heart of gold, as he generously gave seafood risotto to a person named Jen, who has gone without food for 3 days. And would you look at that, he's crying over this food. Oh, I kinda want some for myself. Okay, so we all know that Luffy is going to make sure he joins the crew. Jen leaves to go back to his captain, whose name is Craig, but I never imagined that he would backstab Sanji as they plan to infiltrate Baratie. Well, as Craig and Jen go with their plan infiltrating Baratie, Chef puts up a tough front telling Sanji to leave and that he doesn't need him, but deep down, he's pushing Sanji to join Luffy's crew to chase his dream of finding the All Blue. Craig, the man with the golden armor and a belly full of nothing but air, strolls into the Baratie along with his sidekick, Jen. He declared his dire need for food, and if he does, then he will refrain from attacking the ship. I'm not sure what's more absurd, the request itself, or the fact that he actually thought it would work. Well, it does work, because when you have someone like Sanji, who overhears the conversation, the only logical conclusion is that a full belly is the key to everyone being kind. Unfortunately, not everyone can be like Sanji, who is kind. Now, before the war between Baratie and Craig's pirate happens, we need to talk about how Sanji and Zeff met. Sanji, a snot-nosed kid working as a trainee chef on a marine ship. At least, I think so. I'm not sure. And Zeff, a notorious pirate known as Red Leg Chef that happens to attack the marine ship, but he doesn't destroy it, nor does he destroy the ship because this dreadful storm has done the job. Chef decides to save someone, and that happens to be Sanji, because he has the same dream as him to find all blue. But if he does save Sanji, he will have to sacrifice his life, and he somehow carries 2 bags along with Sanji. He gave Sanji the small bag, knowing that a kid like him would have no choice but to follow his instructions since he's taking the bigger bag. One day turns into a week turns into a month turns into 2, or so on. And now Sanji is out of food, so he has his trusty cooking knife to defend himself so he could go for the big guy that happens to be gold? What the heck did Chef eat? Nothing. He ate nothing. Well, I mean, he did, but let's not go there. Unless you read the manga or watch the live action. Anyways, they are rescued by a ship. Now, we can finally go back to the present day. Craig is going up against Chef, since he knew he was a former pirate known as Red Leg Chef, and demands for his old logbook so he could use it to get to the Grand Line. How the heck does he expect to do that when he can't even get past the Grand Line with Mihawk guarding the area? Or more like they were in his way, and I guess he's after them now? Dang. It must have really made him angry since their ship is sliced in half. For some reason, Johnny and Yosaku are floating in the sea as they reveal that Nami pushed them out of this ship, took it with her back to an island known as Kokoyashi Village. They can't really go after her for the time being since chaos is happening around the Baratie. Zoro is against Mihawk, and Zoro is defeated in an instant. He swore to Luffy that he won't lose again, and that he will become a great swordsman that will always be on Luffy's side. He had his fun after fighting against Zoro since he knows that he could become stronger, and be a good challenge for him in the future. Luffy is up against Craig as Chef offers to erase Luffy's debt if he repels the invasion. Usopp is told by Luffy that he and Zoro are to go ahead and go and find Nami. I'm surprised they knew where she was located. I guess it's hinted as she has shown a poster of Arlong, so I guess it might have mentioned that Arlong is under Kokoyashi Island. But, Mom, if that's the case, what the heck are these stupid Marines or the government doing about these pirates who's on this island? Because he's a pirate, right? And they're taking over the island. Shouldn't they be protecting these people due to justice? I don't know what they're doing. It doesn't matter right now because the main focus is the Baratie, where Luffy is up against Craig and Sanji is up against Pearl. But Jin holds Chef hostage with a gun pointed at his head. This isn't right, Jin! Pearl recovers from Sanji's attack and prepares to counterattack and tells Sanji not to attack or dodge, otherwise Jin would shoot Chef. And Sanji's face hardens as he accepts this, since he still owes so much to Zeff. Whoa! Luffy is offended of Pearl's crap, so he attacks him. Jin attacks Pearl and shatters his shell to protect Sanji? That's what I'm talking about. I always knew Jin was good from the beginning. Craig really dislikes Luffy, Sanji, and Jin. He then uses a chemical called MH5, which is a poison gas that can spread quickly and cover an area as large as a village in over 5 minutes. that's okay, because Luffy takes the mask off of 2 of Craig's pirate mates and gives one to Sanji and Jin. But Luffy is unable to find a mask for himself. Jin gave his mask to Luffy since he wanted to do something kind, and because he felt guilty that his captain was going to destroy Baratie even after they've been fed for free from them. He's now suffering the effects which caused him eternal bleeding. Luckily, the staff at the restaurant still have the heart to save him after they've been backstabbed by him. He's okay for now. Luffy is trying to defeat Craig, but he keeps using weapons that are so annoying to the point Luffy defeats him. Chef admires Luffy for his determination and lack of hesitation, but I think he needs to focus on rescuing him. Oh, that's right. Sanji is there, so it's all good. OMG. I think Craig forgot the difference between friends and foes. So, Jin knocks him down, preventing him from causing further harm. He promised to rebuild his crew. So, that means he's not going to follow Craig's orders, right? He also said he will eventually meet Luffy's crew on the Grand Line. Well, I hope so, since I respect Jin. Now, Sanji gives Baratie a supply ship for the defeated pirates to retreat. Oh, you know Luffy's going to make Sanji join his crew now. Why? What's holding you back from joining the crew? It's clear that Chef and the Baratie staff care for you, but why do you have to go so far as to criticize his food? You guys are even crying about how good it is. Well, I guess that's their way of showing their love to Sanji, to go chasing his dreams. Sanji is about to leave, but Chef couldn't see him go without saying something to him. And Sanji tried so hard to keep his composure, but he couldn't and broke down, thanking Chef and the Baratie staff for what they did for him. Wow. Such an emotional scene. And yes, I did cry. It was a beautiful moment, okay? Oh yeah, so Yosaku was unable to follow Nami as this shark took him back to Baratie, but he was able to estimate her rough destination. So they're heading to Kokoyashi village, where the ruthless pirate ruled the area, and Nami is seen to cry as she states her desire to be free, as she mentions the name Bella Mare. Erlang Park is up next. Thank you all for taking the time to watch this video, and have a great year. I hope you guys have a wonderful, beautiful, and an amazing day. I'm not kidding. Love you, comrades. Bye!